Hello YouTube! This is Rob from Rob's Custom Creations. Today I'm going to do a video that is completely different from anything else that I've done on this channel. This will be a video showing and presenting the damage that the tornado caused last night. The tornado that touched down in San Antonio, Texas. Yes, that's correct. A tornado touched down in San Antonio, Texas and left a lot of damage. Yes, I have done other videos before, and as you guys can tell, my carport is completely gone. The tornado just took it away. And as you can tell, that's some of the damage that the tornado caused to my house. And the carport that was here, as you can see, was completely torn off where it was attached to the garage of the house. It was just completely torn off. And here's another view of my house with the carport completely gone. And as you can see, I have cameras that are missing wires because the wires that I had nailed to the beams of the carport flew off, and the wires went flying away with those beams. And on this side, as you can see, same thing. And here is the neighbor's yard. Tree completely torn to shreds, branches everywhere, and the roof, shingles, really bad condition. And here you can see that this light is missing its wires too. The wires just flew away with the beams and the actual roof of the carport. And here's another look at my neighbor's yard. Trees, branches, debris, just everywhere. This is my backyard. And the chimney was completely torn off by the tornado winds, leaving a big gaping hole in my roof. And as it rained, water poured in to these two back rooms because of that hole. And the water coming through that hole behind the walls, and the water seeping from behind the walls on the baseboard of the floors, of the walls, and just completely flooding the floors in both of these rooms. And that is what is left of my chimney. Earlier, this entire fence that's boarded up now because Allstate sent an emergency contractor to temporarily put up this fence, and they temporarily secured this fence with 2x4s. But earlier, this entire fence was laying flat down on the ground. Now, if you look closely in my neighbor's yard, there is part of what used to be the roof and the beams that held the upper portion of my carport. It just landed in the neighbor's tree in their backyard. And here's more pictures of my backyard. As you can tell, usually everything is tidy and organized and in order, but everything just got thrown around and everything just ended up in different parts on my patio floor. A lot of these things got smashed, so eventually everything that is smashed is just going to get thrown out, which is I would say about 40% of what you see here is trash now. Yeah, like this plant gazebo, it's trashed, so it is not salvageable. Here's another look at what used to be my chimney, and there's that nice big gaping hole that the Allstate emergency contractor came out early in the morning, and they went ahead and put a tarp over it to prevent any water or any kind of debris from getting into the house until they come out here and put a new chimney on the house. And here we go. Some of the beams from my carport ended up in this part of my backyard. So who knows why? I mean, tornadoes are unpredictable. Like, my house got pretty severely damaged. The Allstate adjuster told me there's approximately $30,000 or more worth of damage to the house now that needs to be fixed. And my neighbor across the way over here, their house didn't get touched at all. No damage at all to their house. And there's some more footage of the damaged fence, and trying to get a close-up of the remnants of my carport. Earlier, while the Allstate contractors were performing the repairs on this fence, and the fence was flat on the ground, there was news reporters out here in my yard interviewing me, and at the same time they were taking videos and photographs of all this damage. So where that footage will end up, who knows. And I'm doing a walk around in the yard, and there's another part of my fence that needs to be repaired because there's so much damage on it that it's not going to last. So it definitely needs to get fixed. And this is another view, another angle of damage to the roof of my house where the chimney once was, and now it's laying over yonder in pieces, and this tarp is covering the hole that the chimney left when it was torn away from the roof of my house. This gate door and the actual fence right here going into the backyard, all of this is brand new, and it used to close very smooth, but after the tornado hit last night, now the door sticks because I believe that hinge, or these hinges, because of the velocity and the strength of the winds, they got bent. So now I have to have this replaced too. And here's a palm tree that used to stand right inside this little entryway that leads up to my front door, but this palm tree ended up getting uprooted and ended up leaning up against the gutter right there that attaches to the front part of my roof, and that had to be cut into a few pieces, and now it's just laying there in my front yard waiting to be taken away and disposed of. And here's some more damage of how this wood right above my garage door got torn and split when the carport roof and the beams that held the roof in place got picked up by the tornado and placed in somebody else's yard. And here's a closer look at where that palm tree ended up being uprooted from where it was over here in the ground. Hopefully my camera will focus. That palm tree was right here, and it ended up being uprooted by the velocity and the strength of the wind, and ended up right there on the lip of my roof and on that gutter, which is now leaning, or it's canted to one side now because of the weight of that palm tree leaning up against it. And here's some more footage how that gutter got just bent and demolished by the tornado winds that hit San Antonio and did a lot of damage, considerable damage to my house last night. We've had a lot of emergency personnel that keep coming through the neighborhood, and they keep stopping by to make sure that everyone in this neighborhood is all right after the tornado that hit San Antonio last night. And here's another look at some of the damage caused by that tornado last night to my roof. Yes, and the entire roof needs to be replaced now. There's so much damage and so many shingles missing, and plus that big gaping hole where the fireplace was ripped off the roof of the house. So all that needs to be replaced, and then that split right there, all that needs to be replaced. And well, luckily there was no damage to the cars at all, you know, which is a miracle because there was a lot of debris that was flying around last night, and everything was centered and ended up demolishing and hitting the house, and the cars were not touched at all. So another look. And some footage of some of the damage to my neighbors. We're across the street. Everyone is trying to clean up after this tornado ripped through San Antonio last night. And there's another look at my neighbor's yard. And here's some more footage of the damage.
Hello, fire department.
Hello.
Do you have any down trees or branches and tree or trunks or any tree trunks or anything?
The only thing I have right now is that palm tree that's sitting right there.
Oh, okay. Okay, because we're handing out flyers for a lot of the homeowners and the houses that have a lot of the tree branches and stuff.
Right.
The county's doing a free brush and tree stump removal.
Okay. Okay,
So,
great.
Did you want one for that, or?
Yeah, sure. I'll take one. All right.
If you're able to get it cut up and whatnot, and then out curbside, come by on those days, and then they'll pick it up for you.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
You have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Well, that was different. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video on my documentation and presenting the chaos and the damage that the tornado that touched down in San Antonio last night, what it did, and the extent of the damages, not only to my house but to my neighbors and the surrounding area. For more videos like this, watch my channel. Thanks for watching, and as always, please share, like, and subscribe.